Sahih al-Bukhari or from Al-Kafi or Bihar al-Anwar?
So I tell you, it's neither. So basically,
Okay. Let me make it easier for you. Let me make it easier.
Yes.
So do you believe Allah, He will judge you the day of judgment, or Ali bin Abi Talib?
Obviously, Allah.
Khalas, which means you are a Sunni. Why are you feeling shame to say you are a Muslim Sunni?
Yeah, but I just want to tell you that, when you say Sunni, there's like, they have this a certain approach. Like they believe in the.
Yes, you have it. Yes, you have it. Because Sunni meaning following Sunnat Muhammad, however Muhammad teaching you. Shia meaning following however 12 Imam teaching you. In Shia, you have only hadith or two hadith from all books from Muhammad. Or single hadith or two hadith from all Shia books. All of the books of Shia from Imam Ali, Imam Abi Abdullah, Imam. There is no Muhammad. In Sunnah, you're following Muhammad Sunnah, however Muhammad and his companion teaching you.
Okay.
And your Prophet Muhammad said from his tongue, my religion will be 73 groups, all of them in hellfire. Only one group going to Jannah. Which group we want to know now? So now you are a Sunni, right?
Let me tell you. So you mentioned a few things I'd just like to address. So basically,
before to address. So now you have to admit which group you are.
Okay, so the Holy Prophet, according to the same hadith you just referred to, like the Holy Prophet said, my ummah would divide into 73 sects. 72 would be in fire, and only one would be in heaven. And when they asked him, which one is this? He said, the ones who are following what I'm on now, and my companions. So whoever in the same Aqidah as the Holy Prophet and his companions is from this sect.
So do you think Shia are following your companions? Your Prophet Muhammad companions?
No, I don't think they are, no.
So who following your Prophet Muhammad companions?
So the people who are following the true Aqidah, so the true belief that the Holy Prophet came with, and I can explain what
Which group? Which group?
So it's not like a group by, they don't have a single name. They don't have a name by themselves,
How old are you, Ahmed? How old are you?
I'm 35.
35?
Yeah.
And when I'm asking you where is your ear? When I'm asking where is your ear? You're saying this is my ear? Go ahead, Brother James.
Because the Sunnah themselves, they have many denominations. They have different sects. So
they have more than 30 denominations in Sunni only, and you have in Shia more than 8 denominations.
Yeah. So that's what I'm telling you.
So which one of them you are?
I'm telling you. So I'll tell you.
Okay, let me make it easier for you. So now, do you believe your Allah has a literally hand or metaphorically hand?
It's a metaphorical, for sure.
So which means you are Ash'ari.
I could agree. You cannot just classify me as Ash'ari, because if you ask me,
Ash'ari, absolutely. And Imam Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, he said literally, you are sorry about that. But Shaykh al-Islam Ibn Taymiyyah said that. Antum asafilat al-wara, which means the garbage of the people. Sorry about that.
I mean, Ibn Taymiyyah is a scholar, is a respected scholar, but at the end of the day, his opinion is not a religion. It's not part of the religion. His opinion, his own approach is not a religion.
Okay, cool. So what we can say when your Allah said in Quran, when he spoke with the Iblis, and he said, what make you reject to prostrate what I created with my own hands? Can you explain? Can you give me interpretation about this verse, please?
Yeah. So basically, whatever Allah's referring to, hands or eyes or what other what people understood as his shin,
eye, tongue, hands, foot, fingers, waist, face.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So whenever he's mentioned this, it's not to be taken literally. It's not to be taken literally because God Himself doesn't have like a physical body. God doesn't have a physical being. So whenever you take this in a literal sense, you will definitely deviate from the truth.
Can I ask you a question? Just one question, Ahmed. Ahmed, if
Yes.
God doesn't have hands and face and shins, my brother, and we know in Christianity that God is spirit, can you then tell me, please, and this is a genuine question, what is Allah?
What is Allah? Okay.
Yeah, again, can you give me explanation about Allah being?
Okay.
The attribute of Allah being.
Okay. All right. So Allah is the creator of everything. Allah, He said.
We
in
are
the
not
Quran,
talking
"Let us
about His
know
job. I'm not talking about His actions.
Yeah, that's who He
We're
is.
talking about His being.
Yes. So
What is He, not who is He?
all right. So God, as the Holy Prophet has explained, and what Allah has explained about Himself when He said directly, He's Nur, He's the light. So that's the only definition when it comes to Allah's.
Continue the verse. Please don't cut off one word from a whole verse, which means your Allah said, don't come to pray if you are drunk. And don't cut off, don't come to pray and say, oh, Allah said don't come to pray. No, continue the verse. Allah, نور السماوات والأرض مثله كمثل مشكاة كمثل نور في مشكاة. Right? Which means the verse saying your Allah looks like lamp.
No, this also, you're falling into another fallacy because basically you're taking a literal meaning. The meaning of this is that the light of God is like it has layers, like basically.
Light of God. We are not talking about His light. We're talking about Him.
Yeah, we're talking about God in essence. The essence of God.
Ask me, my brother Ahmed, ask me, what is God?
Okay. All right, I'll ask you, but let me just explain from what I know about.
Yeah, no,
God.
just first ask me. I'm gonna show you how simple it is.
Because
So you
I
said,
want-
Ahmed said to me, what is God? I'll say God is spirit. Now, same question to you. See how simple it was for me to answer. It wasn't a complicated answer. I don't want to know who God is. I know who God is. I want to know what the God of Islam is. Because if it's a metaphor religion, then we don't know where to draw the line between metaphors and reality. So
Okay.
once again, my brother, and you know I've spoken to you before, and it's honestly it's an honest question. I would like to know what is Allah, not who is Allah.
Allah has explained in the Holy Quran that He is the light of heaven and earth. That He is the light of everything, basically. When Allah is referring to heaven and earth, He's referring to all universe.
Brother, I told
Maybe
you
just-
earlier, when you want to say Allah the light, don't cut it off from the source. Continue
Okay.
the verse. The verse
Okay.
is in Surah An-Nur, chapter 24, verse 35. Read complete source. Don't cut off one verse, one word from the sentence. Please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. So if I'm gonna dwell into the interpretation of this verse, it's gonna take some time because God is here talking
Okay,
about.
let me. Sorry to cut you. I have one more minute before I have to go, my brother. You said Allah is light. I want to just take you back to the Bible, where Jesus of the Bible says that I am the light of the world. I, Jesus, is the light of the world. So, by you saying to me that Allah is light, and Jesus saying before this that I am the light of the world, knowing that Jesus came way before Allah. Now, my question is then Jesus God?
No. Also, when Jesus.
So
if
he's,
that's-
but
if
you
that's
just
true.
said to me clearly that Jesus, that Allah is the light, and I'm saying to you that God, Jesus said before Allah said it.
Brother,
I
with
am
all-
the light
with
of
all
the
due
world.
respect- With all due respect, my brother, if you're asking me a question, just allow me to answer it, and then we can
Sure.
get there. So you ask me a question.
Sure.
So I just ask you, my brother Ahmad, with all respect, when you want to answer any question, please, you are not scholar, right? You are not scholar.
I've studied.
You are not. Yeah, you are not a scholar. You doesn't have a book explanation of the religion of Aqidah. You doesn't have a book interpretation of the Quran. You didn't make anything. You learning, right? So whatever or however or whatever you wanna answer the question, please, with all respect, mention, show, source, books, or even Quran, no problem, or Hadith. Thank
Lovely.
you.
Thank you, my friend. I will, if you give me some time, I'm gonna quote. I'm gonna refer to the hadith or a verse in the Holy Quran. I'm not gonna just make up my own religion. So, answering Brother James when he asked me when Jesus said, "I'm the light of the world," does that make him God? Because he came 600 years or came way before Allah came. So I want to tell him that when Jesus said, "I'm the light of the world," it doesn't mean that he's an actual light. He's not a light like as if light comes out of the light we see, electricity comes out of electricity, or the light coming from the sun. He's the light in a literal meaning, like he's spiritual light. He's a spiritual light coming to awaken the souls of people, of the lost sheep of Israel, bring them back to God, bring them back to divinity. So in that sense, he's the light of the world. Also, it's mentioned in the Quran in regards to the Holy Prophet Muhammad. He is also referred as light. So Sirajan Munira. Sirajan Munira means like illuminating, like light. That's also in regards to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And because God is the source of all this light, so God is called the light. So Allah Nur, Allah is the light. And when the Holy Prophet was asked on the ascension journey he had, Al-Isra, when he was asked, "Have you seen your God?" He responded saying, "Nurun anna ara." His light, how can I see it? Or anna ara could be also translated light wherever I see it. So God is light in that sense. Thank you.
But James, you wanna respond, or I take over the conversation? Because
You can go for it.
a point. Go ahead, Brother James.
No, it's well. Again, we go back to the book of John. John explains clearly, listening to the words of Jesus, "I am the light of the world." That we are in darkness, and He is the only way, as you said. But now my question to you would be, if you are pointing and saying that Jesus came for the lost sheep and He's the light of the world, where do you get this information from, Ahmed?
Yeah. So basically, according to the Quran, which is, I'm a Muslim, so I believe in the Quran to be the uncorrupted word of God. So God has said about Jesus that he's a...
So which verse in the Quran talks about Jesus being the light of the world and coming for the lost sheep?
All right, so it says, وَرَسُولًا إِلَى بَنِي إِسْرَائِيل, a messenger to the Israelites, or the people of Israel. So that's referring to Jesus being sent to the Bani Israel.
Yeah.
That's one thing. The second thing, being the light, is every prophet, in a literal meaning, in a spiritual meaning, he is the light for his own people. Moses was the light for the Israelites at the time.
Show me the verse. Show me the verse where it says that they are the light. Show me the verses that say that every prophet is the light.
No, there's no such verse in the Holy Quran that states that every prophet is the light.
Okay, so if I'm the best Muslim in the world, my brother, because I read what the Quran tells me. I don't add to the word of Allah. I don't change the word of Allah. I read Allah's word for word without twisting the words of the Quran. Now, the reason I ask you is where is it in the Quran is because I read the Quran. And I've not seen any of that. So you are making stuff up as you go now. That's why I'm asking you. Now, when it comes to the light of the world, Jesus says, "I am the light of the world." And he proves that throughout the book of John that he is the light of the world. But I want Ahmed to go on because I saw he was very excited when you spoke in Arabic. So I'm just going to mute. And Ahmed, Muslim Ahmed, my brother, I do like you. I love that you're respectful. And I just want to say thank you for that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Brother James. Thank you for your respect and thank you for your time.
Habibi, Brother Ahmed, you made a couple mistakes, but I don't want to confuse you. Let's start with one point easier for you to can respond. You said Allah is light. And I told you, Brother Habibi, don't cut off the one word from the sentence and try to prove it one word. Read the whole verse and you will understand what that means. If you're saying you're Allah light, also the people is light, also the books is light. And can you explain it this in Surah As-Saf, verse number 8? When your Allah said, yuriduna liyutfi'u nur Allah. If Allah lied, He should say they will trying to turn off the light of Allah, or should saying they trying to turn off Allah. Because Allah has light, you said, right? So when He said, يُرِيدُونَ لِيُطْفِئُوا نُورَ اللَّهِ بِأَفْوَاهِهِمْ وَاللَّهُ مُتِمُّ نُورِهِ وَلَوْ كَرِهَ الْكَافِرُونَ. What that mean? Your Allah has a light, but He is not light Himself. And He gave me example, your Prophet Muhammad in Quran, in the verse I gave it to you. If you read it complete verse, you will see. I just want to respond the point you said when they're asking your Prophet Muhammad, did you see your Lord? He said, Nurun anna ara. Okay. So he literally, your Prophet Muhammad said, yes, I saw my Lord. And he asked me about the situation in heaven فيما اختصم الملأ الأعلى أو فيما يختصم الملأ الأعلى. He came in a form and he placed his hand between my shoulder till I feel coolness in my breasts, right? And the explanation of your hadith, Aisha when refused, and لا تدركه الأبصار, explanation of that hadith in your scholar Imam al-Nawawi, an explanation of Sahih Muslim part 2 page number 4, he authenticated and proved to me your Prophet Muhammad saw his Lord from his own eye. So your Allah has a light, yes, but He is not light.
Okay, brother. So you know you speak Arabic, yes? So you know what it meant, the word anna in the sentence, the Holy Prophet responding to people asking him if he physically sees.
Show it the verse, please. Show it the hadith, please.
Yes, I can. Let me just. I need to just because I don't have another device, so I have to just.
If you want, just tell me the source. I will pull it up for you here.
Yeah, just 1 second. Just give me a second.
I'm gonna.
And I will make it ready the book for you to read it for me. From your scholar.
But listen, if you're still listening, Ahmed, do me a favor. I know I'm not sure I asked you to do this before, but pick up the book of John and just read the book of John, just to get to see who Jesus is. I'm not sure if you've done that before. I think I asked you to do it before. Just see why we believe Jesus is God. See why we say He's the light of the world. That's the book of John. I need to go, guys. I'm at work, so I'm busy. God bless.
God bless you, Habibi James.
Happy New Year to everyone in the chats.
Happy New Year to you.
God bless you, Brother James.
Alhamdulillah, Jesus. Alhamdulillah, Jesus, my brother and sister.
Brother, is Alhamdulillah, praise be to God?
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay for us to use that word?
Yes, because it's a language word. It's not religion word. We can use it to our God. Alhamdulillah, Jesus.
Just like when you say Habibi, you're saying friend, right?
Yes, like best friend. Yes, Brother Ahmad, you want a Sahih Muslim? Hadith number 178?
Yes, that's and also the Tirmidhi 3282. It also states the same.
And Zad al-Ma'ad from Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah, part 3, page 33. Right?
Yes.
Same hadith. You try to use it. Okay.
Alright, so you have this hadith in Tirmidhi 3282 and the one in Sahih Muslim. I think you've got it already, so.
Sahih Muslim, right?
Yeah.
178. عن عبد الله بن شقيق قال قلت لأبي ذر لو رأيت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لسألته فقال عن أي شيء كنت تسأله؟ قال كنت أسأله هل رأيت ربك؟ قال أبو ذر قد سألت فقال رأيت نورا. Cool. Right? So Abdullah, he asked Abi Dharr, and he said, if I saw the Prophet, I would like to ask him. He said, you want to ask him about what? He said, I would like to ask him, did you see your Lord? Abu Dharr responded, he said, I asked him already, and he said, I saw the light. Okay. So where he said, I saw Allah's light. He said, I saw light. Yes, I am saying your Allah has a light. But let me show you this, my brother. Let me show you this from your own scholar. I didn't deny your Allah light according to your sources. He has a light. I didn't deny. I said earlier, your Allah, yes, has a light. The example of Moses in Quran, right? But we will go there now. This is the book of your scholar, Ash'ari, Sahih Muslim, Bisharh al-Nawawi, explanation of Imam al-Nawawi. Right? Part 2, Mujallad al-Thani. This is from which library? Dar al-Manar. Right? This from Dar al-Manar. Right? Cool. Now we go to page number 4. This is your Imam al-Nawawi, Ash'ari, from your trip faith. Okay? Right. Here explanation, Imam al-Nawawi fixed the problem between Aisha and Ibn Abbas because Aisha said something similar to that hadith, right? Because Aisha said, Muhammad, he didn't saw Allah. Why? Because Allah, no eye can reach it. No eye can reach it. Okay, let's continue. Let's read it from here. قال والحجج في هذه المسألة إن كانت كثيرة وكلنا لا نتمسك إلا بالأقوى منها. There we have a lot of discussion to do on this example, but we taking only the stronger source, stronger hadith. Okay, وهو حديث ابن عباس رضي الله عنهما. This hadith of Ibn Abbas we take it. Why? He said, أتعجبون أن تكون الخلة لإبراهيم, the friendship to Ibrahim. والكلام لموسى, the speaking to the Musa. والرؤيا لمحمد, and the showing, seeing to the Muhammad. وعن عكرمة. عكرمة, he is a student of Ibn Abbas. سأل ابن عباس, asking Ibn Abbas, did the Prophet Muhammad saw his Lord? رأى ربه? He said, yes. And on the authority, وقد روى, on his authority, on the authority of good, according Shaba, on Qatada, on Anas ibn Malik, companion of Muhammad, he said, Prophet Muhammad saw his Lord. And, man, what kind of camera? And وكان الحسن, Hassan used to swear Muhammad saw his Lord. والأصل في الباب حديث ابن عباس, and the most one authenticate we can accept it, حديث ابن عباس حبر الأمة والمرجوع إليه في المعضلات. Only Ibn Abbas, if we have any contradiction, we came back to Ibn Abbas only. وقد راجعه ابن عمر, and the son of Umar, he came to Ibn Abbas to ask him في هذه المسألة وراسله هل رأى محمد ربه. The son of Umar, he sent to the Ibn Abbas and he asked him, did Muhammad saw his Lord? فأخبره أنه رأى, and he answering, yes, he see it. ولا يقدح هذا في حديث عائشة, and this didn't contradict عائشة حديث, لأن عائشة لم تخبر أنها سمعت النبي, because Aisha did not say she heard the Prophet saying, I did not see the Lord. But Aisha, she said that according her opinion, وإنما ذكرت متأولة لقول الله تعالى لا تدركه الأبصار, according her opinion on this verse. And والصحابي إذا قال قولا وخالفه غيره منهم لم يكن قوله حجة, which means if one companion said something and the other companion contradicted him, that is, we didn't accept it, because وإذا صحت الروايات, if the hadith came to the Ibn Abbas, authentic hadith from Ibn Abbas, and he proved it, Muhammad saw his Lord, وجب المصير إلى إثباتها. We have to take it and authenticate it. فإنها ليست مما يدرك بالعقل, because no brain or no mind can understand it. We have to take it, because no mind, no brain can understand it. ويؤخذ بالظن. We are not taking according opinion or yes or no. وإنما يتلقى بالسماع, and because they came from hearing. ولا يستجيز أحد أن يظن. There is no permissible to anybody thinking. Ibn Abbas, he said something according his opinion on this situation. وقد قال معمر بن راشد حين ذكر اختلاف عائشة وابن عباس. Ibn Muammar bin Rashid said, when he heard there is contradiction between Aisha and Ibn Abbas, he said, ما عائشة عندنا بأعلم من ابن عباس. He said Aisha doesn't have knowledge more than Ibn Abbas. ثم أن ابن عباس أثبت شيئا, because Ibn Abbas authenticated something, he proved something. نفاه والمثبت مقدم على النافي, because Ibn Abbas, he proved something, the other denied it, and we take however they're proving, right? هذا كلام صاحب التحرير. فالحاصل أن الراجح عند أكثر العلماء هذا لا يأخذونه إلا بالسماع من رسول الله, and all the scholars didn't taking anything except the hearing from Prophet. هذا مما لا ينبغي أن يتشكك فيه. This is, we never should said this is not, we have to accept it. ثم أن عائشة رضي الله عنها لم تنفي الرؤيا بحديث عن النبي, because Aisha, she didn't prove it anything from Prophet Muhammad. ولو كان معها فيه حديث لذكرته, because Aisha, if she has any hadith to prove it, Muhammad said, I didn't see my Lord, she used to be proved. وإنما اعتمدت الاستنباط من الآيات. She just